Hey guys, it's your Mike. In today's video, we have such good news. We're going to talk about stimulus checks that are on the way. We have the $200 Social Security increase that may be coming as well, SNAP benefits, and a whole lot more. So if you want to know what's going on in the lovely world of Social Security, SNAP, stimulus, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your Mike got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend, my name is Mike, and here on this channel, we discuss Social Security, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the subscribe button down below, and you're in just like that. Now, before we go ahead and get started into the video, I have to go ahead and talk to you guys about consumer direct important protecting the money that you already have, because let's be real, the economy is shaky, everything costs more, and scammers, baby, they are getting a whole lot smarter. And the last thing that you need is your information floating around online or someone using your credit when you are depending on your benefits to live. Guys, this happens so much for my seasoned seniors. That's why I've been checking out Smart Credit. It is an all-in-one platform that helps keep an eye on your credit, your money, and most importantly, your personal information. When you log in, Smart Credit shows you a full credit report score from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian right on the screen, so you don't have to go to like 3 different websites or remember the passwords. The Score Builder feature, it breaks down what's helping or hurting your score, and it lets you take action directly with creditors to potentially get negative accounts resolved immediately. Guys, if you still use credit cards or plan to finance anything like a car, a home, or even medical equipment, then the Score Boost feature can show you exactly how much to pay and when to pay it potentially, so you can potentially add points faster. Plus, it will show you how your spending affects your score on your credit card balances as well. And then, like my favorite part is the Privacy Master. You know how our personal information can end up online, like where people be calling us and doing all just weird things? Well, this tool helps you request removal from those data broker sites that try to sell your information. Plus, they include $1 million in ID fraud insurance that comes with your membership as well. So, like, look, even if you are living on a fixed income, it's worth it to protect what you've worked for your whole life. You can try out Smart Credit right now for just $1 for 7 days. That's it. Click the link in the first line of the description box or in a pinned comment to go ahead and start your trial. And remember, checking your Smart Credit report does not hurt your credit score at all. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video because that's what you came here for. Because President Donald Trump stated last night that he has promised $2,000 tariff dividend checks are on the way. Now, by on the way, he means mid-2026, but this will be paid to most Americans as the White House deals with affordability crisis, which would likely require Congress to act, according to the Treasury Secretary. So remember, there's been a lot of back and forth, but as of right now, they do have thousands of dollars for individuals who are moderate to middle income, as well as they want them to pay down debt. Now, they said they do have a lot of money from the tariffs. If we didn't have this tariff, then the country would be in serious trouble. Guys, as of September 30th, the federal government has generated over $200 billion in tariff revenue, so it is definitely enough to give the stimulus checks. So he's like, look, we need the legislation. Now, it's unclear what the process will be for the checks to happen. This could potentially goose inflation, meaning that it can increase the price, but the White House is insisting that it will bring the prices down. Now, for it to be mid-2026, that means the government will be putting checks in voters' pockets. So that's because it's like the midterm elections. Guys, I think this is going to happen, right? He's floated around this dividend check. I know all of us are like, yeah, when pigs fly, I'm with you, right? I am so with you. But because it's midterms for elections, I think that this could happen, especially after the election results that just happened in November as well. Now, the Treasury Secretary did say that the checks would be for the working families. They are going to have an income limit. They would need to consider the legislation to make it happen, and they would need to present a bill that would have to pass the House, the Senate, and ultimately receive the signature from the president. Now, the White House says that the president does have an appetite for the checks, and he wants to make sure that the administration is exploring all legal options to go ahead and get this done. I believe this is going to happen, guys. I believe this is going to happen. We also know that the Social Security benefits could be increased by $200 a month. So remember, the Democratic senators are pushing for that hike for Social Security payments only from January through July, or January through June, excuse me, and they're stating that this will help keep up with the high cost of prices, especially for my seasoned seniors. Right now, it has failed because it's a Republican-controlled Senate. Guys, if the Republicans want to send out a check, what is the best counteraction for the House? The Senate wants the stimulus checks, and then the House wants for the seniors that are on Social Security or even retirement or VA. They want this. So I would think that they probably would come together like they just did for the government shutdown, and hey, we'll give you SNAP benefits, and we'll put some things in there in regards to health care. However, even if it's only for a few months, both of them are stating the same time. The Social Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act only is supposed to go until June. The checks are supposed to come, the $2,000 tariff checks are supposed to come in June. So I would think that they could work together to make this happen. Let me know what you guys think down below, but I'm pretty sure that the Americans are going to get some money next year. And a lot of times when it comes to the dividend or tariff checks, they do not include Social Security recipients or SSI or SSDI. They're usually not included at all. But if they're going to get the $200, and if the checks range anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, it's the same amount of money. Everyone gets it. Does it make sense? Let me know what you think down below. Security Emergency Inflation Relief Act. That would include until June or July of 2026, but it would be for recipients of Social Security, supplemental security income, veteran disability compensation, veteran pension, and railroad retirement. Everyone will get that extra dough. Now, the Social Security Administration said that last month that benefits for more than 50 million American retirees. Don't forget that there is going to increase at the end of December for the cost of living adjustment, also known as COLA, that is separate from the $200 a month. They still will give you the COLA, but then they're also wanting to boost. But they also have another bill that they've introduced, which is the Boost COLA for seniors as well, where they want to factor in a new formula for the cost of living adjustment right now. So currently they calculate the adjustment based on the Consumer Price Index or the CPI, and this inflation measure is based on the spending habits of younger urban workers. But Boosting Benefits Bill, this would base the adjustment on the CPI for older Americans, where it tracks your spending habits of retirees that are 62 or older to raise those payments. So that would be like factoring in your groceries, your medicine bills, and all the things as well. So as of right now, I don't know which one would win, but I feel like this is just my opinion, guys. I feel that with the Democrats or the House pretty much having where they're going to have their own set of bills, where they have like, hey, we can do the Inflation Act or boost the COLA, that something will come out of it. Not quite sure exactly what's going to come out of it, but something will. While we're on the topic of Social Security, the data right now is being openly shared with DHS to target immigrants. So the Social Security Administration, they quietly updated a public notice to reveal that the agency would be sharing citizenship and immigration information with the Department of Homeland Security. Now, don't forget, like we've seen this already happen with SNAP, where the USDA had requested names and addresses and Social Security numbers back in May. I want to say Virginia was one of the first states to go ahead and start sharing that personal information with applicants that are on the SNAP program, where they are giving all the data requests from January 1st of 2020. And they estimated that this is about like under 1 million people's data just in the state of Virginia. So just imagine now a lot of states have already started to comply with this as well. But I don't know what's going on with these Social Security numbers. I guess they are targeting immigration right now. But also in SNAP, there's been a lot of momentum where 6 states are asking for to make America healthy again. Like in Arkansas, Colorado, Louisiana, Mississippi, Ohio, and Tennessee, they're asking this year the USDA to allow the purchases of rotisserie chicken, hot, or other prepared food through the SNAP program as well. So there's a lot that's going on right now when it comes to SNAP, when it comes to Social Security, when it comes to stimulus checks. There is just so much going on. And I think next year there will be some type of stimulus that goes on. Hopefully there's something that goes on for the seniors. But guys, I'm going to tell you now, I don't want these checks if it's going to raise everything. So that's one thing when they said the goose inflation, that, hey, if they send out these checks, all the checks that we got during the pandemic, everything was fine. We had money coming in. So unemployment was paying out additional $600. All the things right, only for it to end. And now look at our prices right now. Everything is sky high. So I don't know. Let me know. Do you not care? Like, do you like, girl, just send me my check? We'll figure it out on the back end. Is this $2,000 check going to make you vote one way or the other? Let me know. I love to read your comments down below. But I think this is very good news because stimulus checks have been talked about. There has been multiple legislation from Doge checks to Senator Hawley had a $600 working class American check. So everybody's trying to give the American people some money because everybody recognizes that it is hard out here. And guys, speaking of it being hard out here, please don't forget to go ahead and try out for $1 for 7 days. You can check your credit. So that will help you in the future if you try to go to purchase a house, get a car, or anything that you want to apply for. I'll have the link for Consumer Direct down in as a pinned comment as well as the description box. And I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.